be the best quality games, but going back to the original Pokémon Master Trainer board game trilogy is some of the most fun I've had on my channel in a long time. And I've been sort of out there looking to see if there's been any kind of spiritual successor to the Master Trainer line. Board games are fun, Pokemon's fun, and I thought it really would be a shame if this series ended in 2005. And while I haven't found a perfect successor yet, a lot of you guys recommended that I continue the story with Pokémon Champion Island. After all, it's full of 4th generation Pokémon, it's got Pokémon chips, but all in all, this is a very different beast than the other Pokémon board games that we've reviewed. After all, it uses one of these. Let's check it out.
Welcome to Champion Island. In this game, you'll race around the board and interact with a DVD to answer trivia, solve puzzles, collect Pokémon, and earn 3 badges to become the champ. In terms of component quality, this is a godsend compared to Master Trainer 3. There's a big, beautiful board again, simple but actually illustrated, and we're back to character standees for a 4-player game, but at least these ones aren't tiny. But most importantly, we're back to Pokémon chips. Beautiful, colorful chips with Pokémon across 4 generations. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for. And it looks like there's some more surprises here too. These huge chips are the game's main attacking Pokémon. You actually get a starter in this game based on the character that you played, and you can earn others along the way. And then these small chips are wild Pokémon that can be captured as you answer trivia. And these squares are the game's equivalent of gym badges. These badges are actually pretty horrible in quality compared to the other chips though, so they aren't very exciting to collect, and they rip. Okay, so I am pumped that the chips are back, but I do have a couple of issues. For one, the selection here is really strange. The best Pokémon that you can collect in the entire game are like the second stage of evolution. I thought this was Champion Island, not my Pokémon are level 19 island. Also, I feel a little lied to when it comes to the front of the box. I've been searching far and wide for a Master Trainer equivalent for Diamond and Pearl and beyond, but this game has like 10 4th generation Pokémon total, and it doesn't even feature anything exclusive to Sinnoh. Seemingly all the anime clips used in the game's DVD, plus the game's professors, come from just the first 3 generations. Palkia and Dialga are right there on the box, and nowhere to be found in the chips. So it isn't really a Diamond and Pearl game. That's fine. It was 2007. Diamond and Pearl was just brand new to the West, I get it. But my least favorite part about these chips is actually the way that they're used. We'll get back to that in a second, but I want to talk about how you actually play this game. Champion Island is a weird relic to a not-so-distant past. When I played Master Trainer, it's like, hey, it's a board game. That isn't weird because I play board games all the time. But I honestly couldn't tell you the last time that I played a DVD game. While interactive video-based games like Dragon's Lair have been around forever, these trivia-style DVD board games hit peak popularity around 2005-ish with brands like CNET. My wife and I work with a lot of different computers for our job, but I realized that not a single one of them has a DVD player. I actually had to purchase an external DVD writer to even capture the footage for this video, and don't even get me started about capturing the footage for this video. Oh my god. So HDCP makes capturing content from a DVD video really hard, whether it's on your PC or on a console. Apparently Windows 10 doesn't even come with a DVD player, which you have to buy for $15. Are you kidding me? And while free stuff like VLC does play most video DVDs fine, it just doesn't work well for capturing this particular DVD game. It stutters. You can rip the video with it with something like Handbrake, but this is a DVD game, and that's just gonna rip the video, not show the gameplay. The only working computer DVD player that I could find that lets you navigate the menus was with my MacBook. But unfortunately, Apple has built-in HDCP that makes it impossible to capture video when using programs like Camtasia. I've captured so many bizarre game platforms over the years, and this is the first time ever I thought a video was going to be done in by a freaking DVD. I was this close to going full Spirit of 2007 YouTube and recording it off my TV. The solution was, of course, using a video game capture card to capture my Mac using my PC. All the power of 2017 technology to relive a game from 2007. Oh hey, we can finally play now. The main gimmick of Champion Island is that you roll your die and move, and then select the kind of space that you landed on with the DVD menu to play along. Pokeball spaces allow you to catch a random small wild Pokemon chip if you win a game. These come in all kinds of difficulties, ranging from usually hilariously easy to very rarely actually clever. Games include memory, knowing Pokemon types, who's that Pokemon, or even straight up Pokedex trivia. Which one of these Pokemon is like a black hole? Oh man! I can only imagine how many kids got this wrong a decade ago. But guess who's been making creepy Pokedex entry videos since 2011? This guy. Awesome. Got it. One of my favorites is this one, where you have to find a line of 3 consecutive Pokemon all with the same type, vertically or horizontally. In this one, you need to find a dragon, and I bet there were a few people that were quick to click this row with the Gyarados. Sorry kids, but just because Lance has it doesn't make it a dragon. He's a fraud. Pokemon Center spaces allow you to roll again, usually with some ridiculous story explaining why.
Brock's Pokemon food is especially delicious, revitalizing everyone. Roll again.
Oh, thanks, Brock. Hope you made our 4 kids' favorite, donuts! The Team Rocket space gives you a completely ridiculous situation where the game asks you if you own specific Pokemon types. Here comes Team Rocket in a giant Zapdos robot. How can we stop this? 2 water Pokemon, the game replies. What? Man, it's like the first turn of the game. I'm not made of Pokemon. But the penalty for losing is just going back to the nearest Pokemon Center, which is usually like 2 spaces away. The punishment is so comically light that it doesn't even matter, but you still have to listen to the Team Rocket theme every single time you land on this space. And finally is your win condition. Your main plan is to challenge one of the 3 professors at a gym space. If you land on the space directly, you get a free pass in, but if you land on one of the surrounding star spaces, you have to earn your way in by winning a trivia game. When you battle a gym, you get to choose one of your Pokemon to fight. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say one of your Pokemon? I meant one of the big chips only. All those little Pokemon you collect along the way, they only matter for maybe stopping Team Rocket from moving you 2 spaces, and that is it. Ideally, you bring your big Pokemon chips to gyms where there's a type advantage. The gym battles are hilarious. They show each Pokemon attacking, but since neither of the 2 often had a direct one-on-one battle in the anime, they just sort of cut between each one of them, never showing both Pokemon in the same shot. Sometimes they don't even have enough clips to work with and just use floating still images like this bizarrely weird one with Wartortle. In the end, a winner is declared, and if you succeeded, you get to collect a badge and another big chip from the professor. Ideally one that helps you have a type advantage for the next big gym that you're headed to. And here's my final complaint about the chips and the game as a whole. There's no real battling or trading or anything in between the players, it's just you versus the DVD gym leaders. And with only 3 types, it just boils down to weakness and who rolls a bigger number to get to the next gym leader first. Some of these big chips are weird too. What's up with Kadabra? Strong against nothing, weak against nothing? I'm pretty sure that's not how Psychic works. Oh yeah, I forgot the best part. You aren't guaranteed to win, even with type advantage. Sometimes the game just dumps on you and you lose anyways. The game's like, yeah, you did pick the right type, but Professor Birch is just better than you. Try again. It's infuriating. It's almost so unfair that it makes the game fun? Like, the game's already an RNG slopfest with dice. Why not go all in and have the game make no thematic sense while we're at it? At least it gets a good laugh. Sometimes the game gets loopy and just starts playing the wrong audio tracks. Check out this loss.
Professor Elm doesn't mess around. Even at a disadvantage, his Fire-type Pokémon were able to just barely win, thanks to some sneaky TM attacks. Keep trying, and you'll definitely win.
Wait, what? Elm's Fire types? No, I had the Fire types. I used Combuskin. Sneaky TM attacks? What on earth is this guy talking about? I actually got in a loop where both of us just kept losing even though we picked the right type advantage. It was just this endless stalemate until one of us finally decided to fight grass with grass. That won, of course. So, what does it take to be the champion of Champion Island? Not catching Pokemon, since there's no battling with the small chips and Team Rocket is almost a non-threat. Not knowing the type matchups, since sometimes you can just lose despite picking the right one. Just pure, dumb luck. There are some redeemable factors here. I think the trivia segments are occasionally great, with a good variety of formats and some really entertaining clips shown from the anime. The game also runs very quickly at 30 or less minutes per game and virtually no complicated setup or rules. The downside here is that the board game aspect is just weak. It's good for a laugh, but with no items or battles or anything that makes a Pokemon board game feel like an adventure, it just ends up as a product that has not aged as well as the other Pokemon board games I've revisited so far.
While I did have fun, I've got to say that my search for a true successor to Pokemon Master Trainer still continues. Pokemon Champion Island is a decent game, at least over here, but I think the stuff going on in the box is actually pretty unexciting. It's not really a Pokemon adventure. It probably would have been better off as just a standalone DVD trivia game with more features in the disc. But overall, I am happy to own this, and I am happy to report that this is by far the cheapest game that we've gotten so far for our Pokemon board game series. You can find this easily for $10 or less all over the place on eBay or thrift stores or wherever. So if you're looking for a cheap Pokemon thrill, this definitely provides it. But it does not provide a Pokemon adventure like the other 3 games. I'm hoping that we can continue this series and continue to unearth all kinds of weird Nintendo-themed board games. I've got a ton on the back burner that I can't wait to add. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time with more Nintendo content.